Let's make a great escape.
Time for great escape time!
Great escape. Need a light here. Yeah, he just ran that red light too. This guy just doesn't care.
You got a green arrow.
I was watching a trucker break the law.
There's 2 lanes.
Yeah, we can't really get to the other.
Yeah, but that they should be doing it.
They should be.
Actually, it's 3 lanes. It looks like there's 3. So just stay to the right. Stay all the way over.
Come on.
Yep.
Seriously.
Yep.
If you're not gonna go, I'm going.
Exactly.
Alright. This'll work. Alright, great escape time. Hey guys, Theme Park Mark here, and this trip rolls on, and we are back in the United States in upstate New York. And I'm at Great Escape today, Six Flags. It's up in the Adirondack Mountains. It was about a 2.5 hour drive from Montreal, and of course had a border crossing as well. Yeah, I'm here for my second visit to this park. Did all the coasters last time. There's a new one now called Bobcat, which is a gravity group wooden coaster, so excited to ride that, as well as get roll of the other coaster credits that he needs to get, because he's never been here before. It's his first visit, so I'm gonna be riding pretty much everything. Hopefully it's not too busy of a day. It doesn't look like it, so we should be able to get all the rides in. There's no fast pass or fast lane or whatever it's called, flash pass, at this park, so it's just waiting in the regular lines. I remember not waiting in a long line at all last time. It was pretty much like 10 minute wait, so hopefully that's the same today, and let's head on in and ride some rides. Excited to take you guys along with me for the ride as always. Let's giddy up. So much like at Six Flags of England, which we'll be at tomorrow, you have to cross a bridge going over a road to get to the park. So let's head on in. On the bridge we're greeted with an arrow looper, Steamin Demon. Mainly just pretty much a corkscrew. Got a vertical loop here, followed by 2 corkscrews, and yeah, that's the ride. Nobody on it either. I don't know if it's testing or is it just that quiet. Oh, there are people on it, yes. A lot of empty seats though. Great escape. I don't see the Six Flags. It does say a Six Flags theme park though. Let's head on in. Love the charm of the entrance as you come in here to this park. Very beautiful location here too in the mountains. Let's ride some coasters. Cinderella's Castle. Do love the charm of this park. So just turn left after like the main street. It kind of splits. Turn left and then heading towards Steamin Demon. And I think it was Canyon Blast that was up here. But that one might be closed for extended maintenance. We'll just have to take a look at it. A lot of little buildings here to explore. Here's Canyon Blaster. Little arrow, I think mine train. I've not seen any activity on it yet. So Canyon Blaster does indeed look closed. So I'll put in a POV from my visit a couple years ago. Right now. Starter Corral is an arrow looping coaster. I saw it as I was entering the park, or headed over the bridge anyway. Let's have a ride on Steamin Demon.
Can you see like close, or you can't see far? Oh, that's close. Wait for it, Connor. Here it goes. Wait for it.
Front row on Steamin Demon. I mean, it's just a standard arrow corkscrew. Yeah, I always stick my head forward a little bit to try and minimize the head banging, but you still kind of get it a little bit regardless. Not the most painful, not the least painful, but yeah. One down, I think 4 or 5 more to go. So I think up next is going to be the Semperla family coaster, Frankie's Mine Train. And then the Boomerang after that, followed by Bobcat, finally. While he does Frankie's mini train, I'm actually going to do the Condor here. I missed one yesterday at Laurent, and also missed it at Great America. So I figured at least try and get one ride on a Condor here at Great Escape. That's right there on the Condor called Condor. Not particularly intense, you just get some nice views from there. So there was a Catwoman's Whip-like ride. It's at Six Flags St. Louis, a gigantic one. I can see it right here. That's a no thank you for me. So they have to load basically one end at a time, and so the other end is pretty much just sitting up there. So yeah, I think I'll pass on that for now. I'll probably ride one in the future, but just not today. Anyways, we're going to continue on to the Vekoma Boomerang is next. It's called Flashback. I remember it being kind of on the other side of the park-ish. So I'm going to head that way. And here we are, Vekoma Boomerang Flashback. Let's have a ride on this. No idea if it has vest restraints or not. I'm hoping it does, but I don't remember it having it last time. We'll find out. Flashback. This guy. I tell him to go to the family coaster, and he comes here. I can't leave him unsupervised. Looks like we do have vest restraints. Let's go for a row 5 ride on Flashback. Short and sweet. Nice ride on the Vekoma Boomerang Flashback, which is actually enjoyable with the vest restraints. So we're going to continue on towards, I think, well, I remember being kind of the center of the park over by the water park, and have a ride on the new gravity group coaster, Bobcat. So I'm going to head that direction. So here's the kiddo area, Timbertown. There's one roller coaster in there, and that is Frankie's Mine Train. You can kind of see it through there. Always remember to supervise your children. Get those hands up. 3 laps. That's 2 coasters left to get here, and that is one right there. Brand new one, Gravity Group coaster, opened last year, called Bobcat. And then there was a classic wooden coaster called Comet at the far back of the park. So Bobcat will be a new credit for me, so let's go have a ride on it. It used to be, or what used to be there was a bobsled coaster called Avalanche? It was like ice themed, ski themed, but it was shut down the whole day that I was there. And then I think like a week or 2 later it was announced that it was going to be closing for good, so never did get to ride it, unfortunately, but Bobcat is its replacement. So let's have a ride on this. The bobsled was called Alpine Bobsled. Well, that makes sense. Alright, Bobcat time. Alright, time for a ride on the Bobcat Gravity Group coaster, and it will be Rollo's 500th coaster. Yeah, 500.
500!
That's way too close. 500.
Let's go.
Gotta say, I love the entrance area too. You kind of walk through walk by some waterfalls, and you kind of walk through the structure here in the line. It's kind of nice.
Go. Number 500.
Go 500. Front row on the Bobcat Gravity Group wooden coaster. Opened up last year. Solid airtime all throughout. That's a good family wooden coaster, and I'm glad to see that they're investing in this park a little bit. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's nice to see a brand new coaster here at this park, Great Escape. Would have liked to have ridden the bobsled before that closed, but oh well. Anyway, that was number 500 overall for Rollo, and we have one more coaster to ride here, and that is classic wooden coaster called Comet. We're gonna have some lunch first, and we'll wrap up with that ride. We waited about 40 minutes for this. Understandable, since it's one train operations, and it's like really the best coaster here by far, although I remember Comet being pretty good too, so we'll have a ride on that next. The water park over here is open, but nobody's enjoying it. Kind of got to walk through here to get over to the last coaster, which is a PTC wooden coaster called Comet. So that's where we're headed, that way. 2023, that's when I visited, but it was closed. Way in the back of the park is the other wooden coaster, PTC, Philadelphia Tobacco Coasters. It's called Comet. Let's have a ride. Hustling. front row ride on Comet. That was pretty darn good. Yeah, you can tell they've done a lot of retracking on it. So most of it's very smooth. There was one section that did pop a little bit and really pulled us through that last turn as well. Good solid air time. Way better than Monster was yesterday. So we're gonna go back around for a back row ride on Comet. All right, so scratch that back row ride for now. They have some sick to clean up, unfortunately. So it's gonna be a bit of a delay. Not sure if we're gonna ride this again. Maybe go check out Bobcat again. We'll see. I would love to have another ride on this if we can. While we wait, why don't we check out the Ace Landmark? Maybe get an off-ride shot because they're about to send it to get people off the ride in order to clean it. Back row on Comet, a little bit bumpier, obviously, than the first row, but yeah, not bad at all. I enjoyed it. He said the letters RMC. I don't want to hear that for this. It does not need to be RMC. Just keep retracking it, keep taking care of it. You got a good wooden coaster here. I guess hybrid because it is steel structure, but I still say it's a wooden coaster. Anyway, we're gonna go over to Bobcat for another ride on that. Don't probably wrap things up here at Great Escape. Back row ride on Bobcat. That is solid in the back row. Good airtime. Nice and smooth. Put the hands up the whole ride. Don't have to worry about any bumps, bruises, anything like that. I think it is a great addition to this park for sure. And the ride op has been there all day saying, "Meow." Enjoy your ride on the Bobcat. Gave us a little bonus at the end of the back row ride there. That was awesome. So with that, I think that's going to wrap things up here from Six Flags A Great Escape. Another fairly short vlog, but I mean, there's what, 5-6 coasters here? And yeah, just kind of taking it easy today anyway. We're going to stop at the store and pick up some merch on the way out of here. It's about a 2.5 hour drive to the hotel, the next hotel. So up next in the next vlog is probably going to be Storyland, same as Village at Canopy Lake. It was going to be Six Flags New England tomorrow, but just check the forecast. And it's going to be raining all day in that area, so figured to try and get some open parks and some good weather tomorrow, hopefully. So that's up next in the next vlog, so stay tuned for that. And thanks so much, guys, for watching as always. Signing off from Six Flags Great Escape. Take care, guys. So one final thought on this park. Even though Bobcat is a fantastic addition to this park, I still think it needs that one additional thrill ride, maybe a small-scale B&M dive coaster, something like Iron Menace. I think that would fit in perfectly here in this park. Love to see them expand even more and bring in more crowds here to this beautiful area. This is definitely a park worth checking out, unlike yesterday's. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. What would be the next coaster here? Let me know in the comments. I'll have to visit Florence, Italy sometime.